Salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. V back with another casted game of Age of Empires 3 and some more high-level play for y'all. And I think, not sure about this, but I think a Civ matchup that I have never yet done. It's crazy to me that I've done over 100 games and I still haven't gotten all of the Civ matchups. Shows you how amazing this game is, by the way. But let me show you what I'm talking about, because in the western half of the map, playing in the color blue as the Spanish, we have the one, the only Gilead, who I think is actually from Spain. I could be wrong about that, but if this is indeed a Spaniard playing as the Spanish, that is just freaking awesome. Going with the early trading post because of course he is. He wants to take advantage of that extra XP trickle, which is kind of Spain's main bonus. I mean, really, besides that, Spain is a very vanilla Civ, right? Like, there's not a lot that makes them super out of the ordinary, right? I mean, sort of a very standard eco. Some of their units are different, but not wildly different like some of the DE Civs you see. But he is going to pick up a cougar kitty. Ooh, cats and dogs. Will they get along? We'll have to see. But meanwhile, his opponent on the eastern half of the map, playing in the color red as Ethiopia, is Merrowing. And I have no idea who Merrowing is. I am really happy to be seeing all of these new names, and I really hope that they're actually new high-level players and not just Smurfs. But playing as Ethiopia, as I said, going with the livestock market and the granary, of course, and the first shipment has just arrived, and it looks like it is going to be Trinity. So the two villagers and the Aben are on the way, and look at that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm seeing a lot of influence in this deck. We see the Cannoneers, and we do see the Berber allies. I guess there's not as much in Age 3. He does have the Sebastopol mortar, and we'll probably be seeing that one come out as well. And meanwhile, let's take a look at what Spain is doing. Capitalism after the 3 vills, very standard. And otherwise, it's a pretty regular Spanish deck. A little bit light on the economic upgrades, I'm noticing. He went definitely heavier on units. Like, he's got 4 Lancer and 8 Rod. Like no economy upgrades whatsoever, which is, I don't know, maybe that'll come back to bite him, or maybe it will make his H3 snowball even more significant. And he picked up a clubman as well. Oh man, this is usually what you'd see out of like a Lakota explorer, but the Spanish explorer, man, Lucas de Berrio, he is amassed quite a force. And is Rasfaris gonna get away? I'm not sure. He's at 24 HP. Come on, horsey! Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. He's outrunning a clubman, a dog, a cougar, and an angry Spaniard. Now that is impressive, ladies and gentlemen. But it does look like he is going to get away and at least get back to his town center. He might eventually die, but that will be easily recoverable. But for Spain, that might be worth it just to get that juicy XP. And he is now going up to Age 2, is Spain with the governor. Merrowing, meanwhile, going up with the Jesuits and getting up actually significantly faster. At least like 10-15 seconds. So that is going to be good for him. Aben coming in to heal this unit, of course, which is such a good use for the Aben in Age 1/2. And going up with 15 villagers, while Gilead is going up with the standard 16. And we'll have to see what he sends first. Is he going to go for a blind FF? Is he going to go for maybe 700 wood, maybe try to sneak in 5 vil and then send his coin? We'll have to see. But going with the market in transition, and nothing else as far as infrastructure from Merrowing as of yet. And what is he picking up this time? 85 wood. And wow, he's barely lost any HP, which, I mean, when you got three pets, sorry, the clubman's not a pet. When you got 3 guardians helping you out, those treasures do become very, very easy to collect. And let's see, nothing, I'm not seeing anything out of the ordinary here. He doesn't yet have the 2. Okay, so he's got 100 coin. That's good. He'll be able to gather up the 200 plus the 700. Really tight macro here. I like that. Let's see where the outpost goes. Is it going to be placed aggressively like most Spanish outposts are? Where would be a good spot for that? I feel like right here Yeah, oh my god, I called that. That's awesome. Okay, so he's going to put the outpost here, maybe even try to claim this trading post as well. I thought he might try to go a little further north. I think that might have been a better call. I mean, I get the line of sight here, and there is a herd here you can claim, but I don't know. This kind of shuts off Merrowing's options to go north and kind of forces all of his villagers to go south in the mid game, but we'll have to see. Getting down to Mountain Monastery is Merrowing, and he's got the church down already. He did go up with the Jesuits, and what is coming out first? It is the 700 coin, followed by the Facilities Castle. Gonna make sure that he doesn't have to face any big pressure in Age 2. Not that Spain would put on any big pressure in Age 2. And look at that, he's already going up to Age 3 with the Portuguese at 5 minutes 42 seconds. That is an incredibly fast transition into Age 3. Meanwhile, Gilead, ooh, he did sneak in the 5 villagers and the 700 wood. So he's going for a delayed FF here, probably getting in some market upgrades. I didn't catch what he got. But I guess we'll have to see. I think, yeah, it looks like for sure he's got hunting dogs. 1.09 per second. Would that also be with steel traps? I don't think so. So definitely hunting dogs. Castle going down in an interesting spot here. I almost wonder if that could have been a little bit farther forward, but certainly not bad here. He's making a nice little wall, getting that second herd in. Uh-oh, misheard there. I hate it when that happens. And War Camp going down safely in the back as well. 24 vills for Gilead and only 16 for Merrowing. So the economy is going to be substantially in Gilly's favor, especially since he has 2 trading posts as well. And he is now probably going to be clicking up to Age 3. Yes, he is with the Scout. What is that? I think that's the 4 Hussars, which is going to be good. Though I wonder what Merrowing's going to go with as far as composition. Let's see. He's making Javelin Riders and he's making Conquistadors. Man, why is it every time I watch an Africa game, I see Conquistadors? Are they that good? Are they like a must-have in every African matchup? And I mean, with Javelin Riders, that's going to be such a deadly combo, which is going to be good, right? I mean, you know Spain is going to have Lancers. You know they're going to make at least some Hussar, at least some from the age up, most likely. So having that anti-cav early is not a bad idea. Another mountain monastery going down. Meanwhile, another trading post going down. And look at these guys coexisting, though I don't think it'll be for long because the Javelin Riders have arrived at the scene. They are not going to stop the trading post from getting up, but they will be able to catch this Explorer and sending Neftenia as well and the Sebastopol Mortar. So there's going to be a push on this middle outpost for sure. Gilead is going to get into H3 in time, though since he went with the Scout, it's not really going to be the best age up simply because 4 Hussar are not going to do anything against this composition for Merrowing. And as long as he kind of controls his mortar fine, I mean, those Hussar are not going to be able to pick off that mortar at all. 1 Neftenia coming out. That's a brave soul. Look at that guy. He does not. Oh, they have a shield? Oh, that's so cool. I had no idea that the Neftenias had a shield on their skin. That's awesome. Sebastopol Mortar now coming out for Merrowing, and he's continuing to follow that up with Javelin Riders. Gilead gonna have 2 shipments available along with the Spanish gold, which he has just sent, and he has been very greedy this game. Not hyper aggressive. We saw that with the 5 vil 700 wood, and now we're seeing it with the Spanish gold instead of something like 5 Lancer or even 2 Falconets. But out comes the mortar, and there's really going to be nothing standing in its way. And oh, maybe I was gonna wonder, did he pop out the 9 rods at his outpost? Where did those rods come out from? I swear he just sent 9 rods. Am I crazy? Where are they? I am so lost right now. Oh God, I have no idea. Somebody tell me what happened. Outpost is going to go down, and the Ethiopian army, Ethiopian, God, I'm falling apart over here, folks, is going to be moving on this trading post. Good pressure by Merrowing, though I will point out that Gilead is now at 27 villagers and picked up a vill kill with the scouts as well. And here I was saying they were going to be absolutely useless, and picking up a vill kill, that is going to be worthwhile. And of course, now he sees where Marrowing is going for his next batch of hunts. And so he's going to be able to keep pressuring that if he continues to get out Cav, but going to lose that third TP. Not a huge loss, but certainly not something he wanted to lose this early in the game. Sebastopol Mortar still at full health. And what is Marrowing adding to his composition? Really nothing. And I mean, I can kind of understand why. His food economy is decent. His coin economy is not very good at all. And now that veteran skirms and falconets are on the field, he's going to have to be careful. These javelin riders and these conquistadors, of course, very good, but not against skirmishers. And he's even got some aroma warriors as well, which, I mean, they have the musket attack and they have the melee attack. They're good against infantry, though. I still think they're a little bit susceptible to light infantry. Could be wrong about that. My African knowledge is not great, though it is getting better. It is still not great. Veteran rods now coming in for Gilead, and this is like the core of any good Spanish player, right? If you do not know how to properly use rods as Spain, then you're doing it wrong. And dogs as well. Dogs and rods are two key components to any fight for a Spanish player. And I mean, guys like Lionheart will be the first one to tell you that, right? Like, that guy abuses dogs and rods to a ridiculous level. Though I've never seen anybody abuse rods quite like Robrot. He is the master at it. Marrowing, what is he sending? He is sending Shua riders now. So going to be buffing up his javelin riders and his aromos. I like that. And still has 1,000 influence. He has the infinite 8 cattle. He's got 9 gas Kenya. He's still got quite a few good cards here, including 7 Neftenia. And what is Gilead going to be sending as well? 9 rods, 8 rods, 2 falcons. Marvelous year, of course. Man, I'm always reminded how much it sucks for Spain that they don't have an 8 skirm shipment, because it always makes their beginning skirmisher mass just so lackluster compared to other civs like Germany and Dutch and France that can get out that 8 skirms. Really puts them at a disadvantage, which is why those 2 falcons need to be used well. And it looks like we're going to have an engagement here, ladies and gentlemen. 1 skirmisher getting absolutely deleted by the Sebastopol Mortar. And now the cavalry are pushing in, but he's keeping the rods in reserve. And it looks like the Aroma Warriors are not susceptible to skirmishers. I was completely wrong about that. But now the rods, they have unleashed themselves, and they're definitely going to get on this mortar, and this mortar is going to fall. It's just going to be a matter of how many rods have to die to take it down. And I think the answer is going to be a lot. But, oh, maybe the mortar's not going to go down, actually. The Cav are trying to block it fairly well, but now the rods are officially on it, and they're so fast, and they're so persistent, and they're so annoying. And the Ablins in the back healing, skirmishers reinforcing, but are the 2 falconets going to go down? The Aromos getting on it, and they just absolutely lambast those cannons. They didn't even stand a chance. That was like a 2-hit kill. But at the same time, the Ethiopian army, yes, they took out the 2 falcons, but they lost the mortar, they lost all of their infantry, and they lost a significant part of their cavalry corps. Neftenia's coming out to reinforce now. Neftenias are a very, very good unit. Okay, they're skirmishers, they got high hit points, though, well, 17 ranged attack versus 18, and their attack really isn't that much worse. For an extra 20 or so hit points, I'd say that's a good trade. Now it looks like Gilead is going to be pushing the pressure on. And this has been a really interesting back and forth, and it's been all over this one area of the map. We've seen Ethiopia push, Spain push back, and we'll have to see what Marrowing does to answer. He is sending 7 Neftenia, which I think is the proper response against Rod Skirm. Looks like Gilead is very upset about losing this trading post. He's going to reclaim that. Currently 30 vils for Marrowing, 36 for Gilead. Sending 1,000 wood as well, which I think he now has the breathing room to do, right? He can get up a lot of infrastructure, maybe even get up a stable. Ooh, he's got an artillery foundry as well. Are we going to be seeing some more cheeky falcons? Yes, we are. Ooh, I love that. All right, so it's going to be Falk, Rod, Skirm versus what looks to be Neftenia, Cannoneer, and Gaskenya. And sending elite infantry to bolster that up as well, which I like that a lot. This is going to be a nice composition here from Marrowing, though it is going to be maybe a little bit harder to use than Gilead's. Rod's doing a lot of siege damage, taking down a couple of huts, and of course the trading post, which is immediately getting rebuilt. And I almost wonder if Gilead wants to get Stagecoach on this line. It would make his economy absolutely insane. Neftenias and Cannoneers going to be a nice match against the Skirmishers, but now the Spanish numbers are really starting to grow. We're starting to see the effects of those extra villagers early and, of course, the trading posts, and it's paying off big time. 39 vills for Spain, 32 for Ethiopia, and I don't really see any way that he can close that gap quickly by just sending cards. He has no villager cards, no TC wagon, so he's going to have to do it the hard way by either killing Gilead's bills or getting up another TC. We're going to see another engagement here. 2 more Falconets joining the fight, though. Nice move by Marrowing. Going to pull them out just in time. Oh, no, I just complimented you. Don't throw him into the Falconet. Oh, man, my compliment came too early. More Aroma Warriors coming out. Gaskenya's coming out as well. These guys are such a good unit. They're just dumpstering those rods. But even though they're dying, they're still doing their job. They're being so annoying. And look at these Avons. They're trying to beat down a Falconet with what looks like a staff. Honestly, it kind of looks like a fan. But, I mean, hey, use whatever you got on the battlefield, am I right? Neftenia stack is still intact, though. All of the cav were sent to the graveyard, as well as the Gaskenya. And the 2 Falconets are still alive. There's still a healthy amount of rods. These guys are disgusting. They're so cheap, too, right? Like 100 resources for these guys. That's absolutely nothing. Hussars continuing to raid in the back. Love this by Gilead. He's really keeping the pressure on, which is excellent. But, I mean, Marrowing does have the elite upgrades. He's got at least Gaskenya and elite Neftenia, so he's not out of this yet. He's not significantly behind in vills, but he's got to get some sort of counter push together, and he's got to do it quickly. Elite Javelin Riders coming out along with 9 Gaskenya, and this might be the push he needs. If he can kind of catch these Falconets in a bad spot, I mean, there's not a ton of skirms in Gilead's mass here, so I mean, maybe he can try to kite the rods away. Rod's now going to come in and reinforce, but the Javelin Rider's going immediately for those Falconets, and I like this better than just trying to go pure Shotel Warrior, because you'll never be able to get your way past all of the rods body blocking. But 1 Falc is going to go down, 2nd Falc is going to go down as well, and the rods, they are going down quite quickly with this Mask and Kenya and the Cannoneers and the Neftenia. There are a few Skirmishers left in the back, but even the castle is doing some work, and the Levied Gunners are coming out along with 9 Gaskenya, and the ping pong match continues, because now Marrowing is pushing back across the map, and the momentum has shifted once again. Now, he doesn't want to push too far with those Javelin Riders. He does not want to lose too many of them. I know they're not the most expensive unit, but still, you don't want to just get them shot up by skirms for no reason. And the rod mass has been decimated, down to now just 6 rods, though he's already double queuing them back up, and he's already got 2 more Falconets in queue. 50 vills for Spain here. 2nd TC now going up as well. And I wonder, does he have the Stagecoach yet? Yes, he does. He did get the Stagecoach upgrade. So he's got all of them on wood currently as well. So he's probably, yeah, he's got no vills on wood. And that's probably how he's funding all of these Falconets. Because, I mean, Falconets do cost 100 wood along with the 400 coin. And so, I mean, that's a really, really smooth macro for Spain. Just get all your trading posts on wood, which is the slowest gathering resource, and then focus all of your villagers on the coin mines and the hunts. Speaking of coin mines and hunts, Marrowing's kind of running out of room to grow here. Now, oh wow, he doesn't even have any hunts in the south. Yikes. And I mean, the hunts in the north are going to be very hotly contested, so Marrowing, he's not really running out of steam yet, but if he doesn't make some sort of move, I mean, I like how he took out the trading post, but I don't think that's going to be enough. And the scores are so close, though. It's a thousand score difference. Gonna have a nice little raid here on these Spanish villagers. That's exactly what he needs to get even. So it's now gonna be, let's see, if all these guys die, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 48 to, man, still at 37. So it's still a 11-ville difference for Gilead again. Oh man, he called the Minutemen. He's got these guys pinned down. This could be an ugly engagement for Marrowing. He is definitely outmatched at this point with the 2 reinforcing Falconets, and he's even got some missionaries to give a little bit of a spirit boost, a little bit of spiritual guidance to these men as they murder their opponents. But I mean, these guys, these elite gas Kenya and F10, they are still nothing to be trifled with. So you don't want to send these guys in too recklessly. Let's see. How many skirmishers does Gilead have currently? He's got about 35 skirms. He's got 10 missionaries in the back. He's got a ton of rods just kind of sitting here doing nothing. That might come back to bite him. We'll have to see. He's triple queuing rods now. Absolutely horrible. And it looks like Marrowing has shifted to Shotel Warriors, which is interesting. How much better are these guys than rods? 200 HP, 16 hand attack versus, let's see here, 220 HP and 20. Oh, no, they're not better than rods. They're significantly worse, actually. I mean, no, they're not great. So these rods are going to beat these Shotels in the fisticuffs. But look at them, they're going right for the cannons. Oh my God, that's one thing that they have that is a huge advantage. They are so incredibly fast, even faster than the rods. Look at them, they're just running in circles around the Spanish army. Meanwhile, the skirms are trying to focus them down, but while they're trying to do that, the Gas Kenyas are doing so much work with their 30 ranged attack, and the Neftenyas are doing well in the back. And look at that, he's going to clean the Spanish army again. That was such good micro with the Shotel Warriors. I thought he was being kind of dumb engaging those rods, but what do I know? That was an excellent engagement for Marrowing. Though there's still, oh God, there's so much Spanish infantry. And I mean, the rod reinforcements are going to keep coming. He's continuing to triple Q rods with 2 more Falconets and 5 Lancers on the way. So the wave of Spanish troops that is about to hit Marrowing at this point is going to be devastating. And what does he have? He has nothing. He has nothing. Is he tapped out? Yeah, he's tapped out for cards as well. I mean, he's got a couple of H2 cards that really aren't going to make that much of a difference. He's sending Tabit. I don't know, man. He's not sending Tabit. That's not a card. That's an upgrade. And the rods are now getting involved. The Lancers are getting involved. And the missionaries are just in the back for moral support. Skirmishers still healthy enough to do some good covering fire. And that is going to be the game. Oh, Marrowing. I was rooting for you, buddy. Oh, I really thought you had it there. But I guess at the end of the day, the Spanish economy was just too much. 53 vills. 1, 2, 3 stagecoach teepees and a second town center. Just allowed himself to get choked out, Ethiopia. Yeah, I mean, he got stuffed into a corner, gave Spain the map, and yeah, his trades were probably better militarily, but it just didn't matter in the grand scheme of things. But let's take a look at more detail. Guys, follow me to the post-game. All right, here we are for a quick post-game wrap-up. Resources, yeah, you really see just how devastating that Spanish economy was. A 7K resource difference. And when we look at the military, I mean, unit kills are in Marrowing's favor, so I was correct in saying that he got the better trades. But, I mean, when you're being outproduced by this margin, these little like 12 unit advantages, they really just don't feel that significant. Also lost twice as many buildings, which is something to point out. When we take a look at the unit count, I mean, yeah, these are really cost-effective trades for Marrowing. It's just while Gilead was able to reinforce and reinforce and reinforce again, Marrowing, he just wasn't able to keep those numbers up as well as Spain. And again, it all came down to Spain had 3 teepees, Spain had more villagers, Spain had more map control. And I guess there's something to be said about being a little bit greedier with your FF as Spain, because I wonder if Spain had gone for a completely just no eco 700 coin FF, I don't think he would have had the units to deal with that Sebastopol mortar. So, I mean, maybe he would have had the 2 Falconets out a little bit sooner. You guys can let me know in the comments. Was going a little bit greedier for Spain the move, or did he just get lucky? Let me know. But military count, yeah, I mean, this final fight for Gilead, he loses so many units, but at the end of the day, boom, just like that, he's already back up to 50. And I mean, Marrowing, it was a slow bleed. And it took a while, and he fought well, but it was inevitable. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that game. I will be back with more next week, but until then, have a great day. Have a great life. See you later.